Good morning, guys. My name is Plamen. We are True Side Forex, and today, again, we are gonna make our weekly forecast, and we are gonna take a look what news are coming and our opinion from our technical analysis for the currency pairs that we are trading. And so, let's begin and not waste more time. Let's take a look at the news. As you can see today on Monday, there is no news at all. Also, we have a holiday for the Canada. But on Tuesday, we have the German CPI, which is on monthly basis for July, and the forecast is that it will stay the same. Later that day, we have the short-term energy outlook for the United States, and these are the news on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have the crude oil inventories. Pretty much they don't bring a lot of movement on the market. On Thursday, we have very important news, the core CPI, the CPI for US dollar on yearly base and the CPI on monthly basis. Also, we have the initial jobless claims, so probably on Thursday at 15:30 Central European time, it will be a lot of volatile market on for the currency pairs with the dollar. And on Friday, you can see we have a holiday for Japan, and also we have for the Great Britain the GDP on monthly basis, quarterly basis, and yearly basis. And later, when the United States open their market, it will be the PPI on a monthly basis. So probably in the morning we'll have very good volatility for the British pound, and the PPI maybe will bring some movements for the currency pairs with the US dollar. So there are not a lot of news this week, and probably the market will gonna be not so volatile. Okay, now let's move to the charts and let's see what our analysis is for this week. Okay, we are starting from euro to US dollar as usual. Let's take a look at the picture from the last week. Okay, this is the picture. Euro to US dollar, it is on the 4-hour time frame. And let's take a look. Last week we said that there are two options here. Here we saw a point of interest, there it is, and we expected the price to reach the point of interest to make a consecutive point on this 4-hour trend line and to see some down movement. The other option was that the price will break this point of interest, will make a retest on this high over here, and will go up. Well, it didn't reach this point of interest, but it reached the 4-hour trend line right now. Okay, what are the options for this week? What are the options for this week? If we take a look on the daily time frame, which is stronger, now we can see that the price is making a third consecutive point, and this is the analysis from 3 weeks ago. Now it's making a very good candlestick formation. This is the morning star, and we are expecting the price to continue to go up. This is on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, if the price breaks this low over here, if it makes something like this to break it, probably we're gonna make a retest, another point of interest, and then it will go down. But it's more likely that the price will continue to go up if we consider that the daily time frame is much stronger. This is our analysis. On the daily time frame, we are expecting to continue to go up. On the 4-hour time frame, there is a chance that the price will break this low and will make another down movement. Okay, let's move to pound to US dollar. Pound to US dollar. Okay, also this was on the 4-hour time frame. Here we expected that the price will reach this point of interest and then we'll make a down movement. The other option was pretty much as the euro to US dollar to break this point of interest, to make a retest, and to go up. Well, as you can see, it didn't reach this point of interest, but it made a down movement. Okay, now what we expect for the upcoming week. Also, if we take a look on the daily time frame, here we may see that the price is making a very good candlestick formation from this weekly trend line. Now it's making a doji here, and this is something like a morning star as well. So on the daily time frame, we are expecting the price from here to make a huge movement. To break this high over here, first this one and this one, probably something like this, some retest and another up movement. This on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, there is a chance the price to hit this trend line. This is a 4-hour trend line, something like this, and to make new down movement. But as we say, the daily time frame is much stronger, so we are expecting the price to continue to go up. This is what we think for the pound to US dollar. Let's go to euro to Japanese yen. Let's see what we expected last week. Okay, this is the picture from the last week. Okay, last week we expected after this strong impulse wave the price to reach this point of interest, which is on this high over here. Just a second, this is pound yen. Yeah, there is. And we expected the price to start to make a new down movement. As you can see, first it didn't reach it for a couple of pips, but then it reached the point of interest and started to make some new down movement. Okay, what we think is gonna happen this week from our analysis. Here, as you can see, this is an impulse wave and this another impulse wave. Well, the price is starting to make some down movement, but there is a chance the price to make a pushback from this daily trend line and to see some new up movement. But if we consider on the weekly time frame, we are pretty much overbought since probably 3 months for now, and there is a good chance the price to start to make a new very huge down movement. But on the 4-hour time frame, here we have, as we said, a very strong up movement, and if we make our Fibonacci tool here, there is a chance the price to make a little more retracement to some of the levels of Fibonacci and to continue to go up. It's not very clear what exactly is going to happen, so we are going to be very careful with euro to Japanese yen and pound to Japanese yen. And let's see what we think for pound to Japanese yen. Let's take a look at the picture. Okay, last week there is the picture. We said that the price may push back from this point of interest from here and to see some very good down movement. Well, the price reached this point of interest. It made a little side movement, but now it's making the movement as we expect. What we think is going to happen this week? Well, as you can see from this impulse wave, now this is a retracement, and there is a good chance that the price will reach the trend line, the levels of Fibonacci, and to see some up movement from here. The other option is on the daily time frame that the price will break this trend line, probably some retest, something like this, retest on this level, and to see another down movement because this is pretty much overbought here, and we may see a very strong down movement here. This is for pound to Japanese yen. What we think is going to happen on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, this very good retracement. So we have to be careful, as I said, with the yens this week. Okay. Euro to Australian dollar. Let's see the picture from the last week. Well, for some reason I don't have a picture, but our analysis last week was that from this impulse wave we are gonna see some retracement, and here, because there was a news for the Australian dollar, we said that we are gonna be careful. But the price made a very strong up movement, a retracement, and very good morning star. And from here we saw a strong up movement. Now, what we think for euro to Australian dollar. On the daily time frame, we can see that this is a strong up movement and the price reach this weekly level from this high over here and this high, and from this level the price has made a very strong down movement in the past years. So as you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, there is a good chance that the price is making a double top pattern. There it is. And we may see here a breakout on this low over here, a retest, and very strong down movement, something like this. But also there is a chance after this strong impulse wave to see this is to be just a retracement, to see some pushback from the trend line, something like this, and the Fibonacci, and to see another up movement, something like this. A consecutive point, a Fibonacci retracement, probably some divergence here, and another up movement. But if this is a double top, probably we are gonna see very strong down movement. This is for euro to Australian dollar, pound to Australian dollar. Now I have a picture. There it is. This is again on the 4-hour time frame, and the price was just here. We said that we are expecting the price to make a retracement to hit the 4-hour trend line and to see another up movement. Well, as you can see, this this is the movement. The price reached the trend line and a very huge bullish candle. We saw the expected movement. There is. Now, from this strong impulse wave, the price now is making a retracement. There is a chance that the price will make a deeper retracement to hit the trend line again, and with a confirmation from candles, probably a new up movement is gonna happen. This is the analysis. We don't see anything for a short position, but if the price here breaks this trend line, probably a retest may happen, and then will be another down movement, something like this. We have to be careful. And here, if we see a candlestick formation, there is a good chance that we may see an up movement. But if the price breaks this 4-hour trend line, we are going to be looking for some short positions from here. This pound for Australian dollar, euro to New Zealand dollar. Well, let's see from the last week what we expected. There it is. Here we said that we see a very good point of interest, this candle right here, and we may see very strong up movement. Well, the price didn't make the movement right away, but first it came down a little bit. It made a consecutive point. From here, this is the new impulse wave on the daily time frame, and from here made the very strong up movement after the news for the Australian dollar. Now, what we think for euro to New Zealand dollar for this week? This is a very strong impulse wave, as you can see, some side movement, and we are expecting the price to make a little more retracement to retest this high over here, to hit some of the levels Fibonacci, probably the trend line, and to see another up movement. This is what I think is gonna happen on the daily time frame. As you can see, this is the arrow from 2 weeks ago. Were expecting from this impulse wave the retracement and another up movement. Okay, let's move to pound to New Zealand dollar. Pound to New Zealand dollar. As you can see, the price is still in the range right here. It didn't make exactly the same. First, it broke the trend line, there it is, and then made the new up movement as we expected. There it is. Well, what is our analysis for now? As you can see, it is in a side movement. It is not very clear what is gonna happen, but if it make the movements with euro to New Zealand dollar, probably this impulse wave from here to here, and probably some hitting levels of the Fibonacci and a new up movement. But we have to be careful because this is a side movement and it doesn't say us what exactly is gonna happen. So we have to be careful. Also, as you know, there are news for the British pound on Friday, so be careful. And lastly, let's go to the gold and let's see what we expected last week. It was on the 4-hour time frame. Mhm. Yeah, okay. The price was just here. After this impulse wave, we said that there are two options. The first option was the price to make a deeper retracement to hit this uh, point of interest, which is on this high over here, and then to see down movement. The second option was from here to start right away to make a down movement to hit the daily trend line and then to see a pullback from the daily trend line. Well, as you can see, the price from here made a deeper retracement. It hit this point of interest and made a very strong down movement. What we think is going to happen this week? Well, here we can see a side movement. This on the 4-hour time frame, and then when the news came up on Friday, we saw a very good liquidity grab here, and we saw a break of structure from this range right there. And now the price making this a new impulse wave and this a retracement. Here we can see it. There it is. This on the 4-hour time frame. If we take a look on the 1-hour time frame, it is pretty much the same. And there is a good chance that the price here with some candlestick formation, because here we have a divergence as well, there is a good chance from this impulse wave, this is the retracement, and with some engulfing candle or other formation to see some up movement. Something like this, probably to this trend line. And here, if we see a pushback, another down movement. Something like this. You have to know that the gold is. And guys, this is the analysis for this week. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.